I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims. The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendants' roles in the federal offense. This is as follows: electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group. Surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least 2 of the defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property just in the days following the offense. Greyhound bus records confirming the travel of multiple defendants from Dallas to Memphis the day after the offense. In this case, came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence as alleged in the charging document. This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that...
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as I think we just sat here and watched together one of the dumbest crimes that has ever been committed on hip-hop time as it relates to him being an artist and things as part of the culture, because there was no way that he was going to win. And I'm going to have a link in the description where you can watch that in full on WFAA out of Dallas, Channel 8. And I'm going to get into the write-up, but it's pretty much explanatory, clean cut and dry what they are saying. Federal, boroughs, all working together. And I got to first and foremost say this. I apologize. I was wrong. I was incorrect. I'm sorry. To everybody that I went on the internet, I made posts and said that it's no way in the world that Pooh Shiesty would do something like this. And I got to say also, because I am doing media and it is innocent until proven guilty, we got to wait till everything come out, play out until it's all the way confirmed as factual. So we still up in the air with that. Everything is still alleged because they have not been convicted yet. We'll see what's what. But the feds be involved directly with this, it says more than enough. As I want to make this clear, I just was seeing how the stories was all over the place. And I'm just thinking to myself, it's no way that anybody with that type of potential, that type of like just trajectory would go out and risk their life and their freedom for whatever reason. Like, even if you don't agree with a contract or something, doing this was never going to work. You can't force anybody to do that. And I said, it's no way that Pooh Shiesty would do this on federal confinement because, as he said later in the clip, that makes this an aggravated situation. So I'm going to come on here and say there's clips and videos of me online saying none of this stuff is true. And also I'm saying it's not true because of the fact I'm like, bro, are we doing the police work for them? And we gonna convict people without evidence? Ain't no videos out there. We just gonna speculate and insinuate now and things like that. So I was just like, in media, then I don't feel like that's our role and our position to try to go out and solve the crimes and tell people this or that. I thought, we wait till they get arrested if we ain't saw a video or something yet. But we see they are saying that they did this. Now, Big 30 was arrested also. They got Pooh Shiesty's father yesterday. And y'all can look at the write-up right here. It says that directly Gucci Mane is involved with this. As he didn't say it, he would not say the victims' names. More is going to come out when they release the paperwork. He said a federal complaint has been unsealed, but they're not putting the names out there yet. But everybody has been saying it was Gucci Mane. The news out there is reporting even that it's Gucci Mane, so we'll go with that. Him being on the confinement, that makes it automatically aggravated, he said. And depending on their points and what crimes they have in their past, people involved can actually get life in prison for this. Pooh Shiesty, if convicted, he's innocent until proven guilty. He will be sitting down for a very long time. There's no other way around it. Him being considered a mastermind, a plotter of this, I don't understand what was going through his head. I gave him more credit than that. I'm like, it's no way in the world, because this isn't gangster. This isn't like being a gangster. You got to have some type of intelligence too. This is the most idiotic thing that you can do, just keeping it 100. No matter what you and Gucci Mane was going through, this was never going to work. They got people on surveillance. They got plane tickets. They're working directly. And they keep reminding people every time we cover this, we work with the state police, the local police. We also work with other federal agencies. This is a team thing. They waiting on the last guy in Atlanta right now. We'll get more into details later on this. Is going to be a lot to break down. I was wrong. I got to come on here and say it. I seen a lot of stories, like 5 or 6 different ones, and they kept changing them around on the internet, this blog, that blog, people in the comments, people sending me stuff. I'm like, hey, bro, until it come out, hey, I don't believe none of it. Nowhere in the world they did it. We need to stop trying to convict people from the cell phones, and I'm still going to stand by that mindset. But in this case, there was some truth to it. It's other stuff that happened, but the basis that I seen getting pushed, this was one of the storylines. It was 1,000 other ones with it as well, because then somebody came back and said this didn't happen, that didn't happen, but this did. Then they said, well, Gucci Mane pulled out his gun. Bro, this is a wild one right here. Yeah, 2026. Everybody want to be a part of the capital C's, and we'll keep covering it. Controversy, chaos, confusion, conflict, and confrontation. To be a part of the conversation, keep the algorithm in rotation to be a part of the conversation. And we added crashing out to that situation, because the feds ain't gonna have to do too much instigation when you went to the internet yourself. Stay on your pivot, man. I got some stuff coming to the Patreon. I tried to get it out already, but got jammed up a little bit, but it's coming. They told on themselves, man. This is crazy. Can't make this stuff up.